Welcome on site. We are actually in Algester today, which is not very far away from the warehouse. We are doing a grad job, but I wanted to take you through this property, not because it's Ellie's grad job, but because we've actually done this exact same floor plan before.
Chat, is this real?
So obviously, having been in the business now for 9 years, not only do we get to do the same houses multiple times, we've styled and they've resold and we've styled again, but we see a lot of the same floor plan. Now this is a floor plan I would say from the 70s, and it is a very common floor plan that we do see often in a 2-level property. Normally though, this one's had a renovation. The one we did previously also had a renovation. You would normally see these with a hog's bristle, like a warm cream on the inside. You'd have terracotta tiles. So the renovation has really brought it up to more what we're expecting to see, more what the buyers are expecting to see as they come through a property that's been refreshened. All right, so the one we did, I reckon it's about 2 years ago now. I was Gordon Parade in Everton Park. I did some filming where I embarrassed myself and used words that a 40-year-old should not be using.
Chat, is this real? This coffee table, I'm dead, it's that good. And the home office, it gives off serious main character energy. And you can yeet yourself into that pool from this deck, it's that close. This spacious master bedroom's perfect, fam. This entire place got a major glow up with the recent renovation. And the view outside to that park, it's unreal, no cap. From up here, look at that entryway, it's totally goated. This rumpus room, leave you shook. And this TV room, it's popping off. These coconuts are bussin'. You're clinically delulu if you think this kitchen doesn't slay.
But the floor plan was identical to this one. Sans a renovation that we've had in what was the, both of them actually had taken over the garage and used the garage. We've got a built-in carport. So something of value we'll actually have a look at and can impact the value of your home is if you get rid of your lock-up garage and you only have a carport, well then that's actually going to impact the value of your home. Even though the internal garage has now become internal space, that's less desirable in most cases than having a lock-up garage. This property has gotten around it. We've got an external carport, but we've got a full lockable gate out the front where there's no access aside from the lockable gate. We also have access to a double car garage that they've built up in the back corner. So they still actually have a double car garage. It doesn't have the internal access, but they're still ticking those boxes. So it's actually a very clever renovation. We've now got our 5th bedroom down here. We've got a double study. Both of these things are big boxes ticked for a family home in Algester. Now we are just around the corner from the school, the public school. We are also around the corner from the private school, and the high school isn't very far away as well. We're in a family dominated area. So having 5 bedrooms is a really, really big tick in this space. We're not taking away from it either with our living areas. We've got 2 generously sized living spaces. Pull out the back. All these things are working really, really well together for that renovation in that garage to have been taken over into a bedroom. It was a very clever decision on the owner's part. Now when we come through, you can see what I wanted to show you is the same floor plan doesn't have to look the same across all the properties. Yes, we have very similar furniture to what we had at Gordon Parade. We've got a 3-seater sofa, 2 armchairs and a big coffee table. It's a big living space, but this one here, primary aim here in this space, obviously we're still adding the fluff, but the primary aim for a living space like this is to make sure we still have thoroughfare to show the size and also the function of the space. We have a great living area off there. Different to Gordon Parade, curves are now in style. Oval dining tables are what we're seeing on trend at the moment, so that's what we've got in the formal living space. Now, most of the time in our formal living areas, you will see us use upholstered dining chairs. We love them, I hate them, I don't have them at home. So I have a love-hate relationship with them. I think they look amazing for styling, but I think they're incredibly dysfunctional for a family purpose. However, we are still going to style with them because they are for a formal living area and they exude that luxury that a family living area should. Now, obviously hanging artwork is what makes the spaces. I can't wait for you to see this as it all comes together. Now when we come through, we have our family living space, which is very dark. This is the family space. I feel like it needs to have a little bit of luxury in here because that's the price point the home is going for. We could have gone for a wicker dining chair, something more relaxed, a timber dining chair, but definitely nothing that had a height on the back of the dining chair because this space already feels small. It's the darkest space in the entire home. So our purpose here is to make it feel lighter and brighter. This particular shape of this area, at Gordon Parade, we learned an amazing lesson that a rectangle dining table doesn't fit this space as beautifully as a round dining table. It served a function, it did work in there, but I think a round dining table fits a lot better. Would love to know your thoughts. And then we come into our family space here. Obviously, great size living space, really, really big sofa. This is all about family. This whole home, everything that I've said, I don't know how many times I said the word family. But it is all about making sure that it appeals to family buyers. It 100% will be every buyer that walks through that door because that is the dominant market in Algester. It is our job as a stylist to know that about your property. It is our job to know who the predominant people are going to be walking through. The colours and the trends that are on at the moment, I literally put a post up last night talking about sage green. So we've got a lot of olives, greens and blacks in here. And right now, what we're seeing coming through the stores is trending from an olive into a sage green. So those shades of green are still going to stay on trend for at least another year. So the purpose of getting a stylist here for us was to make it brighter, to appeal to as many family buyers as we can, and to keep it with an on-trend colour palette where the owners have gone to the effort to make sure that it's freshened and renovated. So we need to make sure we complement that perfectly.